What's up, y'all? It's Calvin here, and I want to holler at you guys about some recent events that took place before a UN's weapons summit, and that was that the U.S. opposed a ban of autonomous killer robots. All right, and one of the main reasons that this is so is because from 2016 to 2020, they were slated to spend $18 billion on this research alone. It makes perfect sense that they would do something like that. Now, the main reason that I'm bringing up this particular article right here is that the opposing argument that is being issued because of this stuff, and as soon as I saw it, I knew exactly what it was. This is just a ploy to create the narrative that these robots have a mind of their own. If you let these robots loose, then these robots themselves are going to make their own decisions and destroy human society. All right, and an argument so silly made it all the way to the UN, all right, where these are human rights groups that get funding and all of that stuff like that, man. And it is very, very see-through, but they just want the narrative that it's falling on the robots. But as we already discussed, the US, they have spent $18 billion in research and building these things, testing them out, so on and so forth. And they've actually used these things in real life. They'll use them in Libya, and there are a lot of different governments that have used unmanned AI type situations, you know what I mean? And from the rooter to the tutor, there were people at every aspect of this. Okay, and the only thing that really bothers anybody about the situation for real is written of in this article right here, the Scientific American. It says, "Don't let robots pull the trigger." Okay, and if you scroll down, you'll see here it says, "With all these drawbacks, a fully autonomous robot fashioned using near-term technology could create a novel threat wielded by a smaller nation or terrorists with scant expertise or financial resources," meaning that the cost of this stuff could even the playing field for a smaller nation or a smaller group of people to be able to compete with, say, a bigger corporation or whatever that's trying to drive them away from their village or whatever, you know, the normal stuff that these types have been used to doing, because that's the way the European powers like to operate. They want to do whatever they want to do: pillage, rape, kill, steal, destroy, and have very little to any fight back. And if they do, it is a problem. And so these terrorist labels and these smaller nations that they're talking about is probably going to consist of black and brown people, and these countries' leaders are probably not going to be playing ball with them. And you know, once this technology gets loose, because a lot of the brilliant minds that are making a lot of this stuff, they come from these black and brown countries. It always seems to be, you know what I'm saying, one of us in that type of situation that is working for the government, basically building their empire. And it is so sad to see. But day by day, hopefully more of our people will wake up. But it's just very interesting, though, this lame argument that they have and keep trying to purport it as, you know, the real issue lies on just these robots themselves, and they just completely walk past the fact that, like, you've got companies involved, you know what I mean, like Lockheed Martin, Boeing, Raytheon. They got Chinese companies involved, Israeli firms, and they've even got people in Russia and Turkey that are got these firms that make this type of weaponry. All right, and we'll just take a look at Lockheed Martin right quick. And if you see on their about page, it says where we are, all right? And it's got the employees, and they said they have approximately 114,000 employees in the U.S. and internationally. And if you look right here, it says they have 375 plus facilities, which have people in them, and 16,000 active suppliers, which have people that work for them. You know what I'm saying? And they're all doing this at the behest of these corporations and these governments. And if you look at their financial performance, they made $65 billion last year, and they have a backlog of $147 billion. And for this type of money, their customers are getting custom-made killing machines, you know what I'm saying, just the way that they like it, built with the algorithms that they want set forth to do what they want them to do. So don't believe the hype with all of this, these killer robots, old Schwarzenegger scenario type, garbage that we've been fed by the movie theaters and so on and so forth. This is the way it really happens. People are spending money, they are doing research, doing development, and they are making things happen. So I hope that this resonates with you guys, but you will see that once these things get implemented and ingratiated in our society, there's going to be an incident that happens, and it's either going to be that the thing malfunctioned or that it got hacked. You know what I'm saying? Either way, it isn't the people that created its fault. You know what I'm saying? This the Power Roast. The heart of a demon, the children have the heart of a lion. I know evil move with Satan, righteous walking in the countenance of the Almighty One.